Back, pups. Happy Update 4 day. We are now back to playing on the main... Well, we're back to playing on the experimental branch, even though early access is now live with Update 4. Woo! So, we're going to continue our playthrough in the Rocky Desert today with automating a lot of our basic iron and copper resources. And you can see we've got a little bit of automation going here, but we're going to start hooking things up, get some power automated, or somewhat as automated as you can get in the first couple of tiers of the game. And then we'll get more stuff automated with an eye towards cleaning up this layout and making it look all nice and pretty. How's that sound, pups? So, let's get to it. Now that I dumped some wood into the second biomass murder over here that we got at the end of the last playthrough when we locked the stuff. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, I need more ore over here. And we'll turn this guy on. Woo! Exciting. So, let's see. Do I have biomass burners? No. That's probably something we're going to have to unlock in minutes. And actually, do I have storage available? Sweet, I have storage containers. So if you haven't played on the Update 4 on the experimental branch, or if you're just playing new to Satisfactory, so it used to be, up until Update 4, that a lot of your basic resources like iron plates and iron rods would only stack to 100 per inventory slot. Now that has changed with Update 4, and you guys playing it on the early access branch are gonna love it. Now plates and rods stack to 200, and concrete, this is a game changer, concrete stacks to 500 units. It used to be it only stacked to 100, and it used to be an absolute pain if you were doing some kind of crazy build like for a power plant or something where you need a ton of concrete for foundations or for building the structure, and you had to use up most of your inventory with that. Now it's so much better. It is so much better. I mean, 1,000 concrete only takes 2 inventory slots, whereas it used to take 10. It is insanely good. Alright, what we're going to do now that I've collected that iron is we're going to just put up a little hodgepodge of some storage containers here, and these will allow us to stockpile stuff as soon as Mr. Bean makes his leisurely way through here. Now the neat thing about these is that if you can connect up the green arrows coming from the constructor with a conveyor belt to the orange arrows here on the storage. There we go. And now, you don't need to constantly run to grab stuff from your machines. Do that. We'll wait for that. Yeah, look at that. And, yeah, great, we got miners now too. That's going to be a game changer. Not just yet, but it will be in a few minutes. So I'm going to run over here and collect some more copper. Arr. And maybe we'll get another constructor going here. Oh, where in the world is that copper? Oh, there it is, over there. I always forget that it's tucked so far away. But soon enough, conveyors and miners will make that a moot point. Right, and I tell you what, we'll just pick up some wood on our way back. There we go. We're just pillaging the landscape here. Nothing too big. power grid. Wonderful. Alright, so we'll see which thing tripped first. Oh, the leaves went. So I'm gonna. So what you can do is you can click right click and it'll split whatever inventory item you're hovering over. In this case, I split a pile of leaves, which, you know, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good, but it is what it is. Okay, good. The wood is burning decently. Alright, so since I want to build another constructor, I'm going to just get myself some more reinforced plate, and for that I need screws. Oh. Oh, well, I need more rods, okay. Yeah, the early game is really grindy, but, you know, the nice thing about Satisfactory, it doesn't make you feel like it's grindy. It's a good balance they've struck, I think. Alright. Alright, we got some... Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And now I just need to tell this that I want... What do I want? I want wire. And we're going to go around here and link this up. There we go. Okay, I've got plenty of rods. Alright, we're going to do another thing here, just to make our lives a little easier, because we're producing more iron than anything else at the moment. Huh. I seem to have worked that up. So, let's scratch what I was going to do and fix this, because we need somewhere for the wire to go. There we go. There we go. Now the concrete has a place to go. Oh, this does not have power. That power would be a good thing, I think. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some storage containers to feed into the smelters. So I'm going to do it with the green arrows pointing to the thing I want to feed in, and you'll see, there we go. Now, if I had a splitters unlocked, I could just simply run a miner connection into here. Oh, I can't afford that. Okay. We probably need more plates. But until we can get a splitter going and do fancy stuff, this will have to do. And it's fine. It'll allow us to collect iron at a faster rate and dump it in, which in turn allows our system to work more effectively. And I realized I had more iron than I thought I did, so... Alright, stuff is humming. Yeah. Or as Linda Belcher says, yeah. There we go. We'll just hit sort to merge all that together. And there we go. Great. I tell you what, why do we even have this here? We can automate this. Woo! So we'll just drag our power pole over here. Past these lovely beams. And actually, let's check first that we have everything we need. Yep, we've got everything. We've got everything. Because using the little production planner thing here, we can see that we now have the miner we need, and we also have all of the materials to build out a constructor. So we'll just we'll go to the build menu, we'll go to production, select the miner, drop it right there. It builds, and voila. And just get that stuff out of the way, because why not? And there we go. Got a lovely, lovely constructor there for the limestone. So this is what I was talking about. You can just place a miner down, link it, in this case you link it directly to the constructor to process the limestone to concrete. For things like caterium, iron, copper, you have to pass it through a smelter first, and in the case of coal and steel, you have to pass it through a foundry. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is great. There we go, we saved ourselves some materials. And we're going to build a little storage bin over here. That sound, you better get familiar with that sound, because you will hear it a lot in the early game here until we get at least unlocked biomass burners, and even then, you're going to hear it pretty frequently. Yeah, I have some stuff. Oh, mushroom. That heals quite a bit, so it's good. More mushroom. I'm just grabbing plants as I go here, because this is, this is more than like the ore. The power is just really grindy, unfortunately, in the early game. But hey, once we get to once we unlock tiers 1, once we get through tiers 1 and 2, and we unlock tier 3, which will probably be in a few episodes, we'll be able to build coal power plants, which are going to give us a ton of power. Alright, there we go. There we go. How's this doing? Oh yeah, it's doing pretty well. We're just going to grab biomass since, we're not doing a whole lot at the moment. Ooh, wood. Yay. Wood burns lasts a lot longer and is more efficient than leaves, but none of them pale in they all pale in comparison to fixed power sources like coal, and then once you get into the higher tiers, oil, and then, oh my gosh, nuclear. I've got a couple of playthroughs which are really advanced, and I have not dared to unlock nuclear because it's just such a complicated production chain. Update 4 has helped with that a great deal, and it's also, in a certain manner, addressed the waste issue. But, yeah, I've just really had no desire to work with nuclear when the scale of the factory setups I've been working at have just been not worth it for me to build out a nuclear production chain. I can just build an array of oil power plants or just a ton of coal, and I have all the energy I need. Now, scaling up to a mega base, that's when you really start needing massive amounts of power. Especially with like aluminum production. But yeah, we have a long time before we're going to get to that. So one of the things that you'll find yourself doing frequently in the early game is you will be picking up going out and exploring and picking up a lot of wood and stuff. One number I've seen bandied about on Reddit is for every 2 hours in your base doing stuff, you should spend 1 hour exploring and gathering fuel for your biomass burners in the early game, and I think that's a good rule of thumb. I'm not going to say it's a hard and fast rule. I think it's just better to do at whatever your own pace is. So if you just reach a point where you just want to do something different from building stuff, you go out and explore and gather sticks and leaves and, slaughter hogs. Or you just stay in your base and maybe focus on a different section, doing something different. And, well, that was not smart of me to do that, so we'll just do that, put that there, and now we'll go address the power issue. And that was the wood this time. So we'll just dump that in there. We'll just put that there. We really need extra power. There's no way around it. We need more power. There we go. We'll just leave some there. Oh, why did I not have my thing attached? Okay. And I've got plenty of wire on hand. I think I've got enough everything actually to unlock this next tier. So we'll just go in here. Tell you what, I've got all this extra limestone I'm gonna just get rid of. There we go. Gives us a little extra. So I'm just gonna hold click or control and then left click to just put a whole bunch of stuff in at once. And there we go. There we go. Upgrade 6 is unlocked. Oh, do we get the drop pod now?
Congratulations. You have unlocked.
Oh yeah,
Building,
yeah, we do get the
space
drop pod.
elevator, building, biomass burner, heart, biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
There we
Additional
go.
knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Now, if you're new to Satisfactory, you may be asking yourself, cool, we get a space elevator, but what's project assembly? Short answer is nobody knows yet. Long answer is we know it requires constructing a lot of different complex parts, and the amount you need and the complexity varies based on the tier of project assembly that you're unlocking in the space elevator. To continue with the long answer, project assembly supposedly integrates in with the storyline that will be released when the game is fully released as version 1.0. So right now we don't really know what project assembly is or what the exact context is or any of that good stuff. So now completing hub upgrade 6 got us some new stuff. So I believe, yep, we got biomass burners, and was that it? Yep, space elevator. Okay. So we got those, and we got biomass available as a part, which is great because now we can convert our leaves and wood into biomass, which burns more efficiently. And it also gave us the milestone system. So right now, without having the space elevator and its tiers unlocked, we have access to tiers 1 and 2. So in tier 1, we have base building, which gives us a lot of structure things, and lookout tower, which is handy for planning. I used to think it was just useless until I actually started using it. I was like, wow, why wasn't I doing this before? This makes everything so much easier. And then we got foundations, which are incredibly useful. So useful. Then we got logistics, which gives us splitters and mergers and conveyor lifts. productivity display. Oh yeah, that's inside the buildings. Yeah, that's useful. What do we want to go for first? We could go for any of these first. Let's go for logistics, since we have the most need for that right now. And we'll just hit control and just dump as much in as we can. There we go. Now, instead of everything just instantly unlocking and be able to progress to the next thing, now that we're doing the milestones, this little pod will race off into space, and we'll take our resources with it that we feed it, and we have to wait for it to cool down. So, like, here you can see the launch pod button. So I hit that. Bam.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the
There we
complexity
go.
and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
There it
The
goes.
productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Alright. Now, even though that just lifted off, we can at least select the next milestone and begin thinking about what we want to do. So I'm going to select field research. So that's a good one, really good one to unlock. And now we're going to start. First, I'm going to check our power. We're okay. Not great, to build a miner. Now, this is going to be basically, this is all just going to be temporary, because what I want us to eventually do is, this is all going to be gone. This is all going to be rooted up, gone, and we'll either turn this whole area into foundations to lay stuff out on nicely, or we'll we'll go across the lake over there and put foundations over there, and then just like run these ore outlets over to there. But I think maybe our first step will at least be to set up over here, and this will be kind of like our version 2.0 base. So a lot of this is going to be very temporary. However, right now, we're going to do some stuff with miners. Now, you'll see, if you're not familiar with Satisfactory, you're going to see notifications when you look at an ore node or an oil node or any of the new resource wells that Update 4 has added. They are marked with either impure, normal, or pure. And what it's marked with indicates how quickly resources will be spit out for a given miner. So since we only have access to Mark 1 miners now, a pure node, like this one, will give us 120 ore per minute. And this is that productivity display that Ava was talking about a minute ago. But it will give us 120 ore per minute. And the way to think about miners is that purity doubles output. So using Mark 1 miners, an impure node is 30, a normal node is 60, and then a pure node is 120. When you upgrade to Mark 2 miners later down the road in Tier 4, you just basically multiply all those numbers so that an impure node is 60, a normal node is 120, and a pure node is 240. So yeah, we're gonna do some good with this. This is gonna let us really build out our iron manufacturing. And actually, so I mentioned in my last playthrough video that the rod production was actually pretty inefficient because it only produces 120, or I'm sorry, it only produces, the smelter behind me produces 30 iron ore or iron ingots per minute, but the constructor for iron only consumes 15 per minute. So that's a mismatch. But now that we've got splitters available, assuming I had cable, we can split this out.
Exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry.
So we're going to make some cable. That's not a great setup in the slightest, but it works. So let's see. So this node over here is putting out 60, or I'm sorry, not 60, 120, and we have consumption of 60 right here. I think we can get another constructor right there, honestly. We just don't have the iron plates to do it yet. Which is fine. We can make this work. Okay, so let's see. We're just gonna actually, as I'm rethinking this, we're gonna do some reconfigurating here. Let's see. So if I have two lines that are producing iron plates, that will take 60, and then we'll have 4 iron rods. That'll be another 60. So we need to add 3 more constructors. So we'll just add those to our to-do list there, and 2 smelters. And that scratching you're hearing is one of the dogs, our little baby hippo. All right, so we said we were going to do 2 smelters and 3 constructors. We just ran out of wire. Okay, we're going to go pick up wire here. Great. Now I just need 6 reinforced iron plate. Tell you what, since we need stuff, really? It's being that picky about it? Alright, fine, we'll get some cable. There we go, got some cable there. So we'll just let this thing run for a minute. And we'll just make sure to set these all to rods. And we're just going to put a conveyor merger here, which will do the opposite of a splitter and just like pull things together. And we'll grab some of these plates because we need them. There we go. Now they'll merge into storage. Oh, that was not the smartest move I've made here, but let's see. Right. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up here so that we'll get our rods taken care of in a minute. So we'll have one line going to storage and we'll have another line that will go to a storage container, but that will just be a buffer for screw production. Hmm. Let's see if I can jump up here. Alright, got that built. There we go, it's connected. This is not the most pretty system, but it works. Should work at least. Alright. Alright, I have a bunch of concrete and stuff, so I should be able to start threading my way over. Alright, so I just connected up all those other smelters there, so... Yeah, this is a typical starter-based spaghetti. I mean... it is what it is. It's not pretty, it's kind of a little convoluted, but this should work mostly. And crap, we now have just to wait, I believe. Because we need more plates. And yeah, that's going to take a minute. Luckily we have, well... there we go. We just got rid of the buffer containers because now we don't need them. And that. There we go. So I have enough plates to just do it. I don't know if we overloaded our grid or what, but something happened. Ah! We've got power. Okay, we've got plenty of stuff. So... yeah. We must have exceeded our... yeah, we exceeded our production ability. Alright, now we need another burner. Too badly. There we go. Yeah, the problem was that the power grid tripped because everything turned on and I didn't have enough power to supply it. So, you know, that happens a lot early game. I knew that was going to happen at some point. So this means we're going to have to build a biomass burner in a minute once we get enough plates accumulated. And I think we may have it. Yep, we got it. Now, the downside to building another biomass burner is it needs fuel. So you're going to be... it's kind of this game of... Now you just need to keep getting fuel. and then just expanding the reach of your burners. All right, turn that on. Turn that on. That. 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 Yeah, okay. All of them are working now. Okay. So, with that being done, let's build some more reinforced plates so I can get us another constructor here. Oh, great. And we're going to need to grab some more copper in a few minutes. Because, yeah, we're running out of wire rather quickly. Actually, I tell you what, I don't want to put it there, and also I want to build 2 constructors, because then the ratio will work out better. There we go. So I think at the very least, we're just going to get this whole setup right here built out. So we can start making screws, and we'll call it a day, I think. So, why did I come back here? I do that sometimes. I'll overshoot where I'm going, and yeah. Alright. I'm not going to deal with all this. I'm just going to do enough. Alright, now we can make some cable. Looks like the ore is not moving as fast as you'd hope. Alright, so that's screws, great. I've gotten into the habit of putting down a power pole for each construction machine, just because it makes hooking them up and then managing them so much easier. There we go. So those are all working. And we'll just put a merger. There we go. We got a ton of screws going now. Actually, I take it back. I don't want to do that because each of these machines is producing 40 screws per minute, and I don't want to deal with that yet because I don't have the belts with the capacity to deal with it. So Instead, we're just going to be a little lazy for right now. And just put down a bunch of storage containers. Why? It's not the best solution. Ideally, what I do is I put down a splitter on this constructor and 2 mergers on either side and merge the and do something fancy schmancy like that. But right now, we're just going to go for the easy option. Oh great! Now we need now we need to unlock. Now we need more wire. Now we actually need more wire. Great. You know what? How much? Yeah, I'm coming right up on my power. But I tell you what. It's a freaking iron plate every time. I swear. Well, at the very least, we can take care of the smelting process, make that a little less ornery. Oh, I'm in the wrong machine. Alright. So we did that. We deposited stuff from the iron plates and a little bit of the screws. Now we just need a whole bunch of cable. And I'm just going to go off and grab some more while I'm thinking about it here. Look at that. We've got a little base going here. This is great. No, we're getting a ton of ore. Seems like it's slowing down for some reason. I don't know what the deal is there. This should be working just fine, but we just need we need a. Oh, it's because this is the ore output is being choked by the belt capacity, which is not entirely unexpected, but it's annoying nonetheless. So we'll just take some screws from those, and we'll just take one of these just for our use. And that'll at least help us get jump started on the screw production. Oh, we may actually have enough screws. Yeah, we may just have enough. Alright. And I'll just move. Alright, we're just going to dump this straight in here. There we go. Alright, we're just going to. I'm tired of this. I'm just going to build a storage container for the stuff that's going in. And the stuff which is going out. Eventually this will be automated. For right now. Alright, I think we have enough now to unlock. Yes, we do. Sweet.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Let's see, the MAM. Oh, we don't have we don't have nearly as much stuff to do, but to plop it down just now. But the MAM is awesome because you can unlock special research trees with it, like, you know, quartz tree, a Caterium tree, which gives you lots of electronics and lights. Well, I take that back. You get lights in the awesome sink, but I can't remember what the lighting. No, it's the power switch I'm thinking of. It's the power switch. You can get programmable splitters and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, this is totally worth researching or plopping down and running some research in. So next time we will look at doing that, and we'll be looking at going out and getting some stuff in the world to research in the MAM. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it there for right now. So I hope you pups enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please paw that subscribe button and boop the like button so you don't miss out on more videos in our Rocky Desert playthrough. See you pups later!